How big is the bracket for the NACE playoffs?
I'll have to look and update you on that. The last time I saw, if it's as many divisions, I think it's 64 or 68 teams. So it's going to be pretty large. We're right into kickoff here. Again, as I always say, Silver crushing those kickoffs. AZ takes control. But this is the Bushnell JV team. They're the Bushnell Beacons. And we have, like I said earlier, we haven't seen them yet. But a point of emphasis for both teams, which is exactly what I was going to talk about, as Soul gets his first goal, is to try to take control immediately and put points on the board as quick as possible to let the other team know that this is Montana's house.
Yeah.
And, we're going to take over the game. So nice shot by Soul. What a great start.
Yeah, I'm hoping this is looking for lots of points. I understand that the Bushnell varsity team, it was a pretty close match. You said 3-2, correct?
Very close, yep.
Yeah, but
the last game was close too.
I think that if there's something fun about seeing your team just score repeatedly, and I understand that it may not be the best viewing experience, but it kind of like warms my heart when I'm like, yeah, keep scoring on them. Maybe that's a little like vicious of me. I'm not sure.
Sure, and oh my god, an
Again?
absolutely incredible ground control from Bowtie. He bounces off the back of his car, rights it, and gets the shot. Look at this. I've never seen anything like that. Absolutely incredible car control from Bowtie. A great pass, and 2-0. And yeah, I mean, it warms the heart to see those Griz points on the board. Bushnell looking to answer back, but Bowtie's in good position again. That shot could have gone. AZ didn't look like he had boost, didn't look like he was ready for that shot. Luckily, they got out of that one clean as Griz go back on the attack.
Yeah, this is looking like a very strong opener from Griz. They scored 2 in the first minute and almost a third.
As Soul with the flyby. Ghost Rider, this pattern is full as he just completely whiffs. And Bowtie is just taking matters into his own hands. Why not put 3 on the board with a minute 15 down on the clock?
See, and this is where I think it'd be really great to get complete stats over the course of like a NACE season for our teams, because it'd be very cool to see how many goals and how many saves and how many shots they had taken throughout the entire seasons, because they play a lot of games.
Absolutely. AZ looking to just take control over this one. It didn't even look like Bushnell had a chance on saving that one, as we're 4 up, 3 minutes and 37 seconds into the game, and they do have complete stats. Unfortunately, the stats that I have access to also combine with the other leagues that these teams are in. So in Silver's case, that would be Collegiate Star League, CSL, and in Maroon's case, that would be the NECC. So it'll tell me the global stats of saves, shots, and assists for all players, and then the team as a whole, but it will include both.
Oh, interesting. Well, I mean, yeah, that might be something that production might have to get on to eventually, about giving us some stat breakdowns, especially as the season comes to a close. And there's, I think our Rocket League team is doing by far the best out of all of our teams, and props to them for, especially as you had said, AZ improving so much. Nice push from Bushnell there, but AZ denies, and I really hope that they recognize that we love watching Rocket League. We get our best viewership and most engagement when Rocket League's on.
And I will say that not to go into the philosophy of esports and video games, but transitions of games like this are a lot easier for someone that's never watched esports before, because we know what soccer looks like.
Absolutely.
And we know what's happening here. In some of the more complex games like League of Legends, if somebody doesn't play it, it's hard to explain to them on the fly if they've never played it before. Bowtie going for a flip reset. You're only up 4. Chill with the style points there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the MOBA genre is by far one of the worst spectator experiences for a brand new person into esports, right? If you've not played a lot of video games and you watch a MOBA, it is very confusing. And just again, Bowtie again. 3 goals for this game already.
Boat Guy, absolutely slapping shots. He is flying all over the place, sideways, upside down, bouncing off the roof of his car. I don't know how the egg inside there isn't cracked, but he's just keeping the pressure on him. And back on the point about MOBAs and League of Legends. Oh no, as Bushnell gets away with a pinch and puts a point up on the board, there's nothing that Silver can do to defend against that, as AZ and Zayanoro go for the same hit. It just slides right over the roof of AZ's car.
BU. Zayanora, what a name. There's some crazy names of these Rocket League players. I love it.
League of Legends, for me, is really, really fun to watch and a very enjoyable esport, but I've put well over 1,000 hours in the game, and if you're new to it, it takes a lot of explanation, and for me, honestly, playing the game is a big help in understanding what you're watching. Whereas a user can tune in here and tell exactly what they're watching. And some of the battle royales are a little difficult too because there's not constant combat. It's sort of like a cross-country traveling simulator at some point.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Daisy with a nice boom on the goalie there. Or Silver not really able to make anything out of it as Bushnell in position to save.
Yeah, we definitely saw that in the traveling cross country. Ooh, barely from Crazy Panda. I like the name again. But
I mean, Bushnell showing that they're not ready to give up yet as he makes a nice backflip to get a save there. And they're pushing Bowtie around, seeing the threat, and looking to neutralize.
Yeah, no, I'm hoping that as the esports, specifically collegiate, starts to grow, we get some communication, right? I'm assuming that the information that Silver gets from watching the Boise the Broncos play against Maroon will help them quite a bit. As AZ scores again,
just taking control over the ball, jumping over the hood of it looks like Aztec there, and just a nice shot and a little late on the challenge from Bushnell. Their last guy back. Aztec unable to make the save. Sorry, Ryan. Go ahead and remind me what we were discussing.
You know, I'm not sure, but I'm sure it was about esports, and I'm sure it was also probably not about Rocket League because they are on fire right now, and it's hard to keep up when they just keep scoring repeatedly.
Yeah, we're going to need both the paid and the volunteer firefighters to put this team out because they're absolutely lighting up the field here. 7 goals to 1. And unfortunately for Bushnell JV, this is not a score that you can come back from. Once you hit 5+ goals with less than a minute to go, you have to put on an absolute miracle on ice play. And that's just not going to happen here. Sol and AZ taking control, and absolutely no one back for Bushnell. They sold out for the attack, and Sol is just completely controlling the ball, trying to end the game. Bowtie has other plans and keeps shooting as he passes to Sol across field, unable to get the pinch. But let's play Mercy Rule here, Silver, and maybe just kill the ball on the field. Again, Bowtie not having any of that, as all 3 players from Silver sell out for another goal.